Dave's got a hole in the bottom of his boat which is about 6 inches and it's not fixable.
No raid for me. I got a big hole in the boat.
That's going to support the bed. He's bolted on a stretcher. Job done.
There you have.
I reckon that's a pretty good setup.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So that's an Australian goanna. They get to be quite big. Time just stops when you're out here. It's fantastic.
Cheers!
It's pretty windy. I think this is what they mean when they say coming home with a wet sail. It's raining again. During the war, about 15 men trained here in a secret force called the Z Unit, and they camped up on the top of the hill. Well, after 3 months of training, they were picked up by the Crate, which is this famous old fishing boat, and they were taken from here all the way up the coast to Darwin. From Darwin, they went across to Singapore, and then in Singapore Harbour, they managed to sink 6 ships, managed to get all the way back to Australia without anyone dying. I think it was about a year later, they then tried the second trip. They got caught. Most of them there were killed on the spot, and 10 of them went to a concentration camp where they were later executed by the Japanese. We have had a lot of rain, and there is a lot of debris in the water, as you can see. It's very foggy. It's beautiful. This is Fisherman's Beach, and it's not that big, but it was great. Well, they said it was coming, it was just about an hour late. Everyone's setting up for the night. So, Lem, what have you got for dinner?
Well, beautiful tortellini. And you've got to supplement it with peas. Peas make a meal.
Peas maketh the man. What was the problem with the outboard?
It just won't transfer power to the prop.
So Marine Rescue are coming out, hopefully.
Yes, they either them or the water police. It could get even more exciting.
Trip, just your latitude, 33 degrees, 36 minutes, decimal 0, over.
Egg and bacon for breakfast, Dave?
Yeah, standard raid food.
Do you want me on a radio channel you can talk to?
No, that's fine, mate. Right. It's all good.
And we've got quite a few boats this time, and we're going to head off towards the Sand Isle. Should be 15 to 13 knots, hopefully not too much stronger than that today.
So after a great afternoon sail, we reached the Sand Isles, and this is where it all began to go a bit pear-shaped. This almighty 26-knot squall hit us, with rain and waves, and it was interesting trying to get into the island.
I love McLaren's too, it's one of the great routes.
Yeah. You can go from...
This is five-star dining.
This is how a gentleman should cruise.
So, John, how'd you sleep?
I slept very well. I always sleep well on the water.
We're off in search of wind. Hopefully there'll be a bit more on the main lakes.
This is what I love about dinghy cruising, experiencing some great sunsets and great locations, and having a good laugh with lots of people around the campfire. You just cannot beat it. Yes, it's a real Viking raid on this dinghy cruise to the Sussex Inlet.
So we're broad reaching across here and it's pretty strong. Exciting but strong.
Okay, I can see it coming in the distance, way down the lake.
It's a Swallow, Bay Raider 17.
Oh yeah, and it is fast.
Yeah, built by Andrew Denman down in Tasmania.
What you do is you chop down here and you pull the bloke's shield back, and your buddy behind, who's got a spear, he just drills the other way.
Arms to get blind for later on.
Get out of here, Brenda.
Oh yeah, the Viking stubby holder.
There you go, mate.
Pete's inspired by the Vikings this afternoon. He's going a bit of axe work. Lots of little swallows flying around here, really nice. Beautiful, very nice. This is fantastic. Nice, gentle breeze. I'm back at Lake Macquarie, and this time we're going on a 9 or maybe 10 boat raid to the Sand Isles.
And the Sand Isles is on Lake Macquarie, which is about 5 times the size of Sydney Harbour and about 3 hours north of Sydney.
Good to see you again, Rick.
Absolutely, Paul. Beautiful day, mate. Little breeze.
Yeah, you Lake Macquarie locals, you.
Rob's boat, called Irene, was originally a fishing boat built in Painsman in Victoria around 1880. Andrew with the fiberglass heron has found a nice spot at the top of the island out of the breeze.
This is huge swell coming in. Oh, yeah. It was a map or a phone or something like that, or a charging cable. Still a man.
It is a fire beauty.
I had to do some freehand drawings for the final presentation. It was always much better after going to the pub.
Yeah. What is this?
A Rob flambe.
It is. Flambe onions. Bloody hell.
I heard of burning at the stake.
Piece of cake.
I'm all good.
Yeah.
Mile Lakes, of course, is such a wonderful spot.
Isn't it?
Like the sort of place that this boat is built for. Full length keel, shoulder up, you can go right up on these sands.
It's glorious here, absolutely glorious. So this is Steve and his Fulmar, and he's got a new bed concept which we're going to, Steve's going to try out tonight. Chris has put a tabernacle on his boat.
The mast is quite heavy, it's solid, I reckon.
Yeah.
And it required me to hold it upright and sit it into the mast step, which was pretty awkward. So now I have the tabernacle, I can basically have it secured on the boat and I can just rotate it up quite fairly simply. And there's a much lower chance that I'll drop the bloody thing.
Blue skies, constant breeze, what's not to like? So this is Trevor's new Pathfinder. It's bloody luxury, mate. This time I think we're going to have 6 or 7 boats, hopefully. It has been raining all night long, but it has stopped and there is a little bit of blue sky. We're planning on going up the lake and probably staying at Point Wollstonecraft or Coolbar, depending. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you too, Paul.
Yeah.
I've heard the legend.
Oh,
now I've seen it.
I'm not a legend. I tend to look after the rear of the fleet, you know. So Mark, what's your new addition to the Paradox?
I have a Scotch bar.
That's just decadence.
There's a selection, I think, of 6 different scotches.
So it's true to say dinghy cruising's not always hardcore?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. We don't have to be barbarians.
Steve and I were leading the fleet and saw a couple of fins, one at the back, one at the front, with about 10 foot in between.
Oh my God.
And it cruised past, then headed towards you, Paul.
What do you reckon it was, a bull shark or something?
Well, bull shark.
There's a shark around here somewhere.
I won't put you in the water then.
Posh apparently is a maritime term from way back in the old days of England when they would go to the Mediterranean for holidays. If you had enough money, you could have the best seats on the way to the Mediterranean, which was the port side, and then when they turned around to come home, they would swap you to the starboard side. So it's called port out, starboard home. It would be written on the ticket if you could afford it.
And it was for posh people.
And that's how Posh came about and it stuck.
We haven't asked for permission to come near the boat.
Georgie! Georgie!
Hey, come on.
Well, I do like your lookouts, very efficient. So this is John Little in his salty heaven, which he built. Very nice looking boat. It's only about 9:30 in the morning. It's sunny, the breeze is about 10 knots. It seems to be constant. I hope it doesn't get any stronger. Sloan Island back there. Central Coast is over there. Rick seems to be going okay. The others are slowly catching up. So we come from all the way down there. It's only about 10:30. Just hit 6.3 knots, which I've never done before in Cape Louise. Pretty fast.
So I hope you enjoyed some of the highlights from dinghy cruising with the Sydney Raid Sailing Group in 2022. If you want to come and join us, just go to the website. Thanks to everyone from around the world that sent me photos of their boats. I hope you have a safe and happy Christmas. I'll see you on the water somewhere next year.